Good morning, fourth graders. It's me, Puppy. Welcome. I hope everybody's having a good week. You can't really see me too well because my mask isn't covering my eyes, but I'm happy to be here with you, and I'm very excited for today because I think we have a lot of fun coding to do. Woohoo! Let me get Mrs. Erica.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, fourth graders. Yes, this is our technology class. This is week 35. And this week we do have a lot of fun coding to do. And we are actually going to be doing 2 lessons this week. So hopefully you have been keeping up. I know there are a few students, I think that it still did not even log into code.org yet. So I do ask, please log in this week because we're going to be up to lesson 7. And then that's a lot of code to catch up on. And you don't want to have to be doing that all in one week. So please, please, please set aside time and do your coding, okay? All right, so this week we're going to skip lesson 5. So you can skip lesson 5 because that's an unplugged lesson and we're not going to be able to do that together because we're not really together in person. Lesson 6 is where we're going to start. So I'm going to shut my video off and I'm going to put on the video for lesson 6. So hang on one sec. Let me just make sure my volume isn't blasting.
My name is Leslie Torres and I am a computer science student. What I like about computer science is that it helps me develop my creativity and it also teaches me problem-solving skills. This is Sprite Lab, a place where you can build imaginative and fun apps and other useful programs. This is a sprite. A sprite is something you can interact with, like a character in a game or an object in a scene. With Sprite Lab, you can change different aspects of a sprite, like its costume, location, and color. You can also change how a sprite behaves on the screen. Sprites can also interact with you, or each other. You can create a dance party, a virtual pet, or an entire world of creatures that do whatever you tell them to. Now you can spend some time exploring Sprite Lab and see where your imagination leads you.
All right, so hopefully everybody's ready. We're going to be going into Sprite Lab, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this. So let's start with the first level here. It says, make a prediction. What do you think will happen when you run this code? It's going to make a new tumbleweed, and then the tumbleweed is going to begin tumbling. So make a new tumbleweed, and then the tumbleweed will begin tumbling. So let's run it. There it goes. And then you can press finish. So that was just getting us to review some of our code, right? And what it does. Let's make a fish tank. Change the tumbleweed sprite into any kind of fish by clicking the tumbleweed. And then you can also update the sprite's costume. So our fish, for some reason, it looks like it's already been done. I can't remember. Maybe somehow this got done already, but you can just change this into a fish. So a fish of any color, and then you can make sure you can make it begin swimming. So like in this example, the fish, one of them is swimming and the other one is growing bigger and bigger. So you could play around with that. Excuse me. The fish is getting dizzy. Change the fish's behavior so that it swims left to right. So now we have the fish swimming left to right. So these little green blocks are the behavior blocks. And then you can put them in where it says begins and then have them swimming left and right or growing. So let's see, in this case, some of them are swimming left and right and some of them are growing. But then it says something's not right because probably, hang on a minute. Let me just see what happened. I just took out some of the code because I don't know. It's possible some of it just got saved from another time. And then, yeah, that's what it looks like. So, so really you didn't need as much code as I had in there. Must have been from something else. Okay, so now this one says our tank needs some water. Use the set background color to make the tank any color. So you can pop that in there and you could make the color of your water any color you want. So you can have fun with that. Yay, our little fish is swimming in the fish tank. Okay, let's watch this video.
It's time to dig into some fun features of Sprite Lab. The first thing to do is to set up a sprite. To add a sprite, you can use the Make a New Sprite block. This block lets you give your sprite a costume and a location. If you want to change the sprite's location, you can click the pin in the location block and then click where you want it to go. You can change the size of your sprites too. To make a sprite smaller, you can use the set size block and then type in a number that is less than 100. If you have 2 or more sprites with the same costume, this will change all of them at once. Now let's get the sprite moving by using a behavior. You can start by giving the sprite the spinning right behavior. Once the behavior begins, it will run over and over again forever, or until you tell it to stop. And that's all there is to it. Now it is your turn.
All right, let's give it a try. So it says the fish is adventurous and wants to meet new creatures in the sea. Add another sprite to the fish tank. This can have any costume other than the one that we already chose. So what we would do is we get the make a new sprite block. And then remember, we can click here, we can put our sprite anywhere we want. Maybe we want it to be like a little bit closer to the other one. And then we can add a behavior block and we can make it do something. So maybe we want it to also be swimming left and right. And then now we have 2 fish swimming together. Oh, they're so cute. So you can add any color fish that you want to add in. It's up to you. What do you want your fish's new friend to do? Add a behavior and watch them go. So we already did add a behavior, so we were kind of one step ahead. But you can check here. They have swimming right or swimming left and right. So if you want to play around with it. So great job. Pretty easy, right? And then it says we've added a lot of new blocks to the toolbox. Play with them to make your fish tank special. So I'm going to move this guy a little bit higher. And then I'm going to add a 3rd fish. I'm going to add this little crab. I'm going to have him at the bottom. And I'm going to move this big fish over here. And then I'm going to move this little guy over here. And then I'm going to have, so you can play around with this, but I'm going to have my crab start growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I wonder what'll happen. So let's say, ready? Oh, look, my crab is getting bigger and bigger. He's going to take over the entire ocean. Wow. So you guys can have fun with this. You can really do whatever you want. There's so many things you can play around with. Different behaviors you can do. You can add a lot of fish if you want. Whatever, just have fun with it. And then when you're done with your creation, you can click finish and then you will be done, okay? So cute. So look at this one. They made a fun little fish tank. So that's the end of lesson 6. We're actually going to move into lesson 7, which is the alien dance party, because that one will be fun. And they do go together because you're also using sprites, except you're using little aliens. So make a prediction. Here's a sprite that looks like a blue alien. What do you think will happen when you click on it? So it says, make a new blue alien sprite. When you click on it, it's going to be patrolling up and down. So when we click on the blue alien, whoops, blue alien, it will begin to patrol up and down. So there we go. Click on it and look, it starts going up and down. So these are the different behaviors that we can code for our little alien. So I hope you're ready. We're going to make a little alien dance party.
Now that you've learned how to use Sprite Lab, you're going to want to make your program react when someone plays with it. To do that, you are going to use events. Blocks like when clicked and while touching are called event blocks. The code connected to an event block runs when the appropriate input, like a click or a tap, is detected. For example, if you attach this change size by block to the when alien 1 clicked event, the sprite will change size when the alien is clicked. Notice that event blocks don't snap into your main program. Instead, they create little programs of their own. Remember that even if the event only happens one time, behaviors will go until you tell them to stop. You can use a stops block if you don't want multiple events to combine behaviors. Using events, you can create imaginative programs and interactive worlds. Give it a try.
All right, are you guys ready? So now we're going to make an alien dance party. So our first level says the alien was proud of its dancing skills on Mars, but now it can only move side to side. Replace the behavior block to a different one that will make the alien start spinning. So, oh man, hang on a minute, because you know what? For some reason, all of the code is already in here. So the thing is that I need to change it. So we're going to add a behavior and we want to make the alien start spinning. So yours may have looked a little bit different than mine. I don't know, because I've done these lessons so many times that it might just save some of the work in it. So sorry about that, but you guys can catch on. So let's see if this works. So now the alien starts spinning. Woohoo, he's spinning. Yay. All right, now this one says to create a new alien that looks like a pink alien and make it do any move you want when it's clicked. So first we had to go to sprites. We're going to make a new sprite and we're going to make a pink alien. And then remember, you can move the alien like wherever you want it to be. So if you want it to be like right there. And then we're going to use the clicked thing. So when clicked, so let's get, what do we want to do? We want to have it do a new move. So let me get one of our behavior blocks first. So our sprite begins clicking. When clicked, make sure it's the pink one. Then we want to get a behavior. So come up with some new dance that you want it to do. Maybe the wandering dance. So now what we're going to do is when we press run, we have to click on it to make it start doing the dance. So now it's doing the wandering dance. And they kind of crashed into each other. So practice adding a new sprite, making it have a new dance move. And now we're going to create a third sprite that looks like a yellow alien and make it begin to dance move when clicked. So they're going to all be in the horizontal line. So let's do make a new sprite. Okay. We want to make sure that it is a yellow one. And we want to change that it's right next to the other two. And then what else do they want us to do? When it's clicked, so we're going to have to get one of those when clicked blocks, change to the yellow one. And then what do we want it to do? Well, you can choose anything you want. So you can look through the different behaviors and you can choose one that you want it to do. Okay, I'm just putting in patrolling. So now when I press run, if I click on my pink one and I click on my yellow one, they start doing their different moves when I click on them. Okay, so you at this point you should have 3 sprites and they each do different dance moves. Let's try using a different kind of event. Create a single press key event using the when up is pressed. For this event, make it so that when a key is pressed, each of your aliens changes color. Choose any keys you like. So let's get an event. Let's get when up is pressed. And now we're going to want to have our sprites are going to change color. So we're going to change the color of the blue one to red. We're going to change the color of, whoops, the yellow one to this green color, and then change the color of the pink one to a purple color. Okay, so now let's see what happens. I press run, I click on them, and then I'm going to press my up key on the keyboard. When I do that, oh, whoops, hang on, they went off the screen. Okay, when I do that, they should all change colors. Woo, they all change colors. Woohoo. So you can play around with that, have them change any color that you want. Obviously, just have fun with it. Okay, these aliens are running wild. Let's calm them down by ringing a bell. First, add a new sprite that looks like a bell. Then add an event that makes each alien stop dancing when the bell is clicked using this sprite to stop everything. So let's see here. So we have our bell in there, okay? So we've added a sprite that looks like a bell. Then we want to add an event that makes each alien stop dancing when the bell is clicked. So it's going to look something like this. When bell is clicked, then this sprite stops jittering, the pink one stops patrolling, the yellow one stops wandering. So you just have to add in the code. So it can take you a few minutes to add this code in because you have to go back and you have to get these blocks again. And except you have to get the one that says stops instead of the one that says begins. So remember, there's a few of them. This is the begins and this is the stops. And this is the stops everything. So let's see if this works. So now they're going around, and now if I press the bell, I have to see if when I click the bell, it didn't work. So that probably means that the code that is in here, I don't know where this code came from, but instead they want us to use this one. So then you have to have the color for each of these. Let's see if that's the one that they wanted us to use. And I don't know why that other one was in there, but who knows? Let's see if it works now. Oh, yep, it works. When I press the bell, they stop everything. And that's what they want us to do. So perfect. So you do have to use the stop everything blocks. Okay, level 8. For the pink alien, fun is contagious. Touching it makes anyone want to dance. We have to use the when like the blue touches the pink, make the blue alien begin a new dance move. So, oh, they already have the code in here again. So I don't know. Must just be old code, but let's just double check it and see. So we have when the yellow one touches the pink, the yellow one starts jittering. And when the blue touches the pink, it starts growing. So let's see if that's what happens. Yep, blue touches the pink, it starts growing. Yellow touches the pink, it starts jittering. So it works. So you can obviously choose whatever you want them to do. It doesn't have to be the same as this, but just have fun with it. So now it says, now create your own alien disco. Looking for inspiration, try these ideas. Create another alien that does another move when it's clicked. Make aliens do more dance moves when they touch each other. So it's really up to you. I think there's already some code in here, but we could add another alien to the dance. Maybe we could add like 2 more and have 5 of them. So for example, I could do, oh my gosh, I really got to figure out. Hang on, this code is so long. I'm going to add another one. I'm going to add this green color one. Put that one over here. And then I'm going to add another one. What other color didn't we use? Maybe I'll do this one. Oh my gosh. Sorry, the code, oh my gosh, the code got so crazy. I can't even do anything anymore. Oh, hang on a minute. I think it got really messed up. Okay, so now I have 5 aliens. And now I can add some dance moves to these 2 aliens. So I can go to actions, behaviors. I can make the sprite begin. Let's make the green one begin. I don't know. What do I want it to do? Shrink. And then I'm going to have the tan one. Let's see. So now I have, look what I have. I have so many things going on. I have all these aliens doing crazy things. And when I press the bell, then all these 3 stop. So you can have fun with this. You can really feel free to add whatever you want in and then just press finish when you're done. And then you're done. You did the alien dance party. So great job. So I know it was a lot of pretty easy code, but it's just more like being creative. So you'll do both swimming fish with Sprite Lab lesson 6 and then alien dance party with Sprite Lab lesson 7. So just have fun with it. You know, it's really just practicing adding sprites, learning how to change the behaviors of sprites. And this is fun because with this program, you can actually make your own games. And so if you understand how to make the sprites interact with each other, how to move, if they touch each other, what happens, then it's a good way for you to obviously learn how to make characters in the game if you were going to make a game and think about what their behavior should be, right? So these are pretty easy. I think you could get these lessons done pretty quickly on your own device. So please make sure by next week that everybody has all the way through lesson 7 done, because we're going to be moving on to lesson 9. Okay. And then I think we will have enough time, I hope, to get to our end of the course project, because I'm hoping we can combine some of the other lessons in the coming weeks since there's 19. So I hope, but I guess we'll see how everybody does. So please make sure to get done to lesson 7 by next week. And so then that way we can keep moving along. Okay, guys? All right, so have fun and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys. Maybe they'll have a puppy dance party next time. You never know. Bye.